Hello, nice to see you. Today we're gonna be baking gingerbread cookies.
Yes.
How are you feeling about it? Are you excited? Are you in the Christmas spirit?
I guess. I've never done gingerbread cookies. I don't know, since being a Latino, we do our own type of biscuits, but my mother has never been a gingerbread cookie person.
So it's gonna be fun for you for the first time.
I'll probably fail at it, most likely.
Well, we bought the dough pre-made, so we're skipping a little bit of time.
We're being efficient.
But we were planning on being really creative with the decorating. Might try to do some 3D gingerbread cookies if we can. And do some other creative things with decorating. We got like M&M likes and a lot of different sprinkles and stuff for decorating.
Like buttons for the gingerbread man and other many things, jelly beans, hard candy, sprinkles.
So we're gonna do our best to make this the best gingerbread cookies ever.
And hopefully it tastes nice. Well, we know that the dough is pre-made, so hopefully it will taste better than if we did it our own, for sure.
So let's get started. So we just rolled out the dough and we put flour down for it not to stick, and it's all about like 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters thick right now. No, it's probably thicker than that, but not so many millimeters anyways. And we bought some shapes, like a Christmas tree,
a gnome, or Santa Claus, depending on how you look at it.
Or small horses. You know, you will see when we put them down. So now we're gonna cut out some shapes. We're even gonna attempt to do some 3D figures. Will you show them? So we don't have any 3D cookie cutters, but we're gonna attempt to cut out the shapes so we can fit them together. We don't know how it's gonna turn out, but we're gonna do our best.
Let's see if I believe. I should zoom in soon. There we go. So like that. That's our plan, or attempt to.
So we're gonna speed up again and then we'll see how it goes. So we have a cake spatula here that we're gonna attempt to pick them up with, and then we have some baking trays lined with the parchment paper. This one is actually recyclable. Do you say recyclable? Well, you can reuse this one because it's some kind of material that you can just wash with the soap, just normal dishing soap. Also, they have on IKEA this kind of silicone mat that you can use instead of the paper. Then you're a little bit more environmentally friendly.
Environmentally friendly.
Yes. So we're gonna transfer all the cookies and
eco-friendly.
First we're gonna remove all the edges.
And hopefully it doesn't pull it away. Let's start down, then up. Whoop.
So these just came out of the oven. we're gonna take some of these hard candies, we're gonna mash them up and we're gonna put them inside these holes. So we just finished baking all the cookies and we had the idea of making them stand like this. So what we did while they were warm is just carve out a little holes that they can stand in. So we'll see if we'll manage to do that. And we have a lot of cookies now and the kitchen is really messy.
My back hurts. I did all the rolling and all the carving.
So now the last cookies are gonna get out of the oven. Oh, you see our mess.
Talking about the oven, that's the last batch. Whoops. Got it. Maybe burn them a little bit because we forgot about it.
What is that?
What is what? That was the last blob. I couldn't make a shape out of it.
What are you gonna make that?
I don't know, your name or something.
To make royal icing is actually very simple. Just grab your eggs and separate them. If you're in Sweden and Scandinavia, you're safe for salmonella, but if not, make sure your eggs are pasteurized. You will have to separate the eggs, as I said, and then you will need to whisk them until stiff peaks are formed. You will know this when you can see a more textured pattern in the egg white, or you can just hold the bucket over your head. If it doesn't fall on you, they're perfect. After that, you need to add your icing sugar. If you want a thicker consistency, like for piping the edges, you need to make a little. You need to put a little more icing sugar. But if you need to fill the cookie, you just put a little less. If you put too much, don't worry. You can use a little lime to make it less thick. And if you want to check the consistency during the time, you can just grab a toothpick and drag it through and see if it's as your desire. So now it's time to decorate. We have all the cookies here. We have a lot of different sprinkles and things to decorate with. And we're just gonna get started. We have made these bags ourselves. We'll insert right now a clip of how to make them.
To make the cones for the icing, you'll first need to get your baking paper. It could be like ours, roll, and you have to cut it into squares, already pre-made squares. Once you have a square, grab some scissors and cut it halfway, like we're doing. This will make it easier, and try to be as accurate as possible because it will help you. Once that's done, grab the top right corner and fold it inwards as shown, and make sure the little tips are pretty straight, like that, edge to edge. As you will notice that the tip is very tight. This is very useful and it's recommended to have it. Once you feel like it's very tight, grab the left corner and roll it over. Once that's done, try to make it still tighter as we're showing. The tip, it's very close because once you cut it with scissors, it will be easier to dispense. Once that you feel comfortable with the tightness, you're going to grab all the bottom, the base of the cone, and roll inwards. You have to roll at probably 2 to 3 times like we did, because that will make it very stiff, and once you start filling it up with the icing and pressing it, all the icing will not fall everywhere. It will be within the cone. And you can even tape it if you want. We didn't. It wasn't necessary, but it's up to you. We're still making sure, and once that's on, there you go. You have your cone.
Good morning. Today is a new day. To yesterday, this took so much longer than we anticipated. If you do this project and you think that this is gonna go really fast, it's really not. So yesterday we ran out of icing and it was really late at night, so we decided to finish off and then continue today. But look at our mess. It's everywhere. Look at that. Really? So there will be a lot of cleaning after this as well. So let's get back to the decorating. So after 2 days of hard working, we finally done.
Literally, it's so time consuming.
Ta-da!
Here's when we're really dedicated, but then at one point we were just like, we need to do something faster and forget the 3D. So we did a whole pile of normal ones, just normal glazing and shaping and just more general colors and not so time consuming.
I like this one. Oh yeah, I like this one.
So at one point we were like, yeah, sure, let's do this, but then we were like, okay, let's switch to something more simple.
So I hope you got some great inspiration. We're gonna bring this to Christmas and hopefully they will be impressed. I'm impressed that we managed to do this.
It took so long.
Anything you learned?
And the balancing. What's the sugar called again?
Icing?
A royal icing. It's It's very sticky and it gets everywhere, even if you don't want it. It just comes anywhere without you noticing. So that's what I've learned. And I don't know, I guess it's fine. You have to be very patient, and my respect to those people who are like doing this as a living in the bakeries and stuff. It's a lot of patience and detail. Yep.
So anyway, Merry Christmas to you, and see you later.
Bye bye.